Hi, I'm Teresa Collins, and today I want to share a project with you that I absolutely hope that you will do yourself. I feel so passionately about, making sure that you put yourself in your scrapbooking, and we are often the most neglected person in our crafting, and especially, telling our story. So when I designed Summer Stories, I knew that I wanted to do a paper that was, very, it has A to Z on it, and you actually get more than one of the same letters. But what I love about this is that you can cut each of these out individually. It's about 1.5 inches by about 1.5 by 1.5. And I cut each of these out to create this book. Now, what I used, because a lot of people are like, well, what book did you use? It actually comes, this is my Stitch notebooks, and it comes with two. It comes with a little one here, and it has 10 pages on the inside, and they're pretty thick, it's heavier, cardstock weight paper. And then there's also one that comes stitched. You don't have to stitch it, and it's a story. So when you open this up, I want to show you what it looks like before. It's just simple. It has 10 pages of white cardstock pages. And when I got this, I thought, I really want to create a project that has meaning and tells a story. So this is the book I created. And you can see on the top all these cute little elements, everything I used to create. I did 3 things in this book. I have this 12 by 12 alphabet paper, and I also have the 12 by 12 die cut sheet. And what I love about this is there's so much to this that you can add in this little book. So what I did is, you can see here I have pendants along the top, and it says the story. So when you open it up, every page is very personal, because I have A, B. I've went through the entire alphabet in one book, and I've documented and taken the time to, you can tell my pen, I just journaled about the things that I feel like tell my story, what I'm about right now. Now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, it's probably going to be different. I know it'll be different. So I always believe in being truthful and honest and talking about, those things that you want to. So I just want to show you a couple of the pages, and it may look a little busy because I do have all my journaling, but I promise it was so simple to make. I have the alphabet represented on every single page. So I had to do like basically 2 to a page, 4 that you can see here, and I really just wanted to talk about, and I know this sounds kind of weird, but when I suffered my stroke, one of the things that I realized was that life is precious, and we don't know what the next day holds. And I'm constantly reminded of that, and I'm not trying to be like morbid and think, oh, but I always think when I craft, if this was, something that my children they'll get, and they're gonna get these projects from me, and they're gonna know me on a different level because I've taken the time to put my heart and my story in my projects. And that's what I want to do. And I think it's important. I think our children deserve that. The people that love us deserve to know what we're about. And my mother passed away, and my kids were so little, they don't necessarily remember my mother. And so it's been my job to help them remember her. And so when I craft, I think about that. I think, let me tell it in my story. And sometimes, I do believe in being honest and authentic, because that's who you are. And I just pray that someday that it will be something that they cherish, and that their children will get to know who I was. And so this book has a lot of meaning for me. It probably wouldn't mean much to anybody else, but I know that it's just putting my heart in my projects. And so I challenge you to do some type of A to Z book. The first project I ever did was an A to Z book of my mom's life. I've done a couple different projects, but I thought, there's no excuse. This is little, simple. I've done the work for you. So I challenge you to take the time to tell your story.